Hey everybody, good morning. I was going to wait and do this this afternoon, but I was actually being called to do it this morning. I waited yesterday. Excuse me, I got to fix this. Um, I was called to do it in the morning and I waited until yesterday afternoon and things just wouldn't come out. I mean, if you see the video of yesterday, I mean, there was a point there where I just like went completely blank. My brain just stopped. So, um, since I'm being called to do this early, so my brain is awake, I guess, thought I'd just hop on and wish everybody a happy, glorious day. Looks like it might be a kind of day here today, a little cloudy, but not bad. Um, what I'm being called to talk about today is actually pretty controversial. So if you're easily offended or if you get your feelings hurt easy, then this probably may not be the video for you. You just go ahead and click off now. First, I want to go. I just want to talk about YouTube because there are some very strange things that are happening with my YouTube account. So yesterday, I had 2,117 views, which is down quite a lot from the views that I've had previously. And that was at 10:22 yesterday morning. This morning, I get on there and there's 1,916 views at 7:33 this morning. So I'm going to show you something because I've taken photographs of the pages, not as often as I probably should have, but this is from December 21st. Okay, I'm going to show this to you. So 6,192 views, 2,700, or excuse me, 276.8 times time watched, and impressions. You see that? 66,183. Interesting, isn't it? And that again was from December 21st. And then here we have today. I took a picture of this morning because I wanted to show y'all what it's showing me. And now that page that I just showed you, I'm unable to even get to that page now in my YouTube account. But this is what's showing today. 1,916 views. Interesting how that's working out, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. I send feedback almost every single day. There have been a few days that I haven't, but almost every single day. And there used to be a box that you could tick that would ask you if you wanted to be contacted in regards to this issue. I no longer have that box. That's not an option for me to receive feedback. Apparently, yeah, interesting, isn't it? Oh, I gotta grab something. Hang on. Yeah, I thought it was a little interesting that now I don't even have an option of anybody to contact me back in regards to my issues with YouTube. And my views have decreased so much. But I know that there are a lot more people watching me than they want me to think there are. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get me to just give up. They're trying to dishearten me, make me feel like nobody's watching, nobody cares, nobody's hearing me, nobody's seeing me, give up, go away, just let us have your money, let us have your life, let us take your life over, let us, whatever it is that they want from me because they want something from me. And I am obviously um, pretty important if I have so many daggum people trying to stop me. Several different states of people trying to stop me. Tennessee, Oklahoma, Colorado, California. So It must be pretty important. We're all important. We all have a voice, and we need to start using our voices. So I had a dream last night, and when I woke up this morning, this is what Spirit was telling me, God was telling me that I needed to talk about, and that is racism. Y'all, this is nothing more than a way for them to keep us separated, to keep us from coming together for the greater good. They show all of these things on the news about how, this race did this to this race, and we're all the same race. Y'all, we're all the same race. The only differences there are between us is cultural differences. And if we took some time to actually get to know the different cultures that are around us, which we should anyways, I mean, honestly, why wouldn't we want to get to know our brothers and our sisters from different places? Why wouldn't we want to do that? I think it should be mandatory to learn about the different cultures. I mean, could you imagine how much broader our minds would be if we learned about the different cultures in our world? I think it would open up a lot of people's minds. I think it would open a lot of people's hearts. I think that it would create a more of a oneness with the world instead of such a separation, which, they're only trying to do that. And I say they because, they control the world, and they are greedy, and they are disgusting human beings that care nothing about another person. All they care about is this. Which again, I'll say for the millionth time, you can't take it with you. What are you going to do with it? Your family can have it. You think they want your dirty money? If your family knew what you did for that money, do you honestly think that they would want it? And maybe there are some that would, because maybe they are following right in your footprints. But I know there are a lot more people who would be disgusted and not want it if they knew where and what it came from. It's all a tactic to keep us from coming together and fighting for what is right in our world. It's just a way to keep us all separated. We don't have room for that in our world. We need to come together as a people, as a race. We need to come together. And we need to fight this demonic crap that's happening in our world right now. And the only way that we're going to get a grip on this is if we, the people, pull together. Everybody. Everybody. I keep having, I have indigenous blood, Native American blood inside of me. And I keep seeing something about Native American Indians. It just keeps playing over and over and over in my mind. I can't put my finger on what it is exactly that I am supposed to know or do. I know that my ancestors are, my Native American ancestors are whooping some butt right now. They are focusing on a specific group of people. I don't know. I don't ask them to do anything. They do it. They just do it because they know what's for the greater good. They know what needs to be done. I don't call on my ancestors. I don't call on them and say, "Will you do this bidding for me or will you do that bidding for me?" Unlike the people who are against me who are doing black magic, raising their ancestors from the dead. I don't do that. I give my ancestors free reign to do whatever it is that they feel like needs to be done because I'm healing my ancestral bloodline. And they're behind me 1,000%. And they are not going to let anything happen to me. That's a major difference between me and the people that are against me. Is I don't have to call on anybody. They're just there. I can feel them behind me right now. They got my back. They've got my back. My front, my sides, above me and below me. Y'all don't stand a chance. So I'm being told that my ex um, was a warlock, but he got with this woman who's my doppelganger that was a succubus, and she actually took his gifts. So his magic doesn't work anymore on me or anyone else. His magic has been taken, and I'm hearing he's homeless. He's kind of couch surfing, which is exactly what he wanted for me. I mean, I never want to see anything bad happen to anybody. You know, I don't wish bad on anybody. I really don't. Even the people who have done me bad. I mean, I dated a man when I was 25 who, for the politically correct way to say it, was a melanated man. And he tried to kill me. Well, he almost did. It's by the grace of God that I'm alive and sitting here today. But it doesn't matter the color, because this man who's recently sent to kill me was white. So I mean, you see where I'm going with that. I mean, there's good and bad in every race, good and bad in every single race. We can't point fingers at one race and say, well, you do this and you do this and you do this and this race does that and that. There's good and bad in every race. Um, there are more serial killers that are white than any other color. So now what? You know what I'm saying? And why do somebody somebody say something to me in the comments, okay? If you're having a conversation with a person and you're trying to describe another human being to this person, okay? Say you have a friend who you want to hook this person up with, and you're trying to describe how this person looks, and this person happens to be a melanated person. What is the appropriate way to say, I really want you to meet her. She's beautiful. She's melanated, or what? I mean, what is the appropriate way? Let's just hash this out. Let's put this out there. What are your expectations as a different race than me? What are your expectations? What do you expect from me? when I'm describing you to a person who's never met you or never seen you, but may have an interest in you? How would you expect me to describe you? Tell me. Send me something in the comments and tell me what your expectations would be, how you would expect me to describe you. Let's put this out there. Let's not be mean or hateful or nasty. Let's just have an open conversation and be human and humane and nice about this, because at some point we got to figure this out, right? Don't you think it's about daggum time we figured this out? I mean, how many years, hundreds of years have we been going through this now? I think it's time we get this figured out. I think it's time we stop dancing around this, letting other people tell us what we're supposed to think, and start thinking for ourselves. That's what I think. I get off on a tangent and I forget where I was going with the conversation, but that's okay because that's God. That's God. He's telling me, because I asked him before we started this, because I know this is a touchy situation. I said, God, please give me the words that I need to speak, because this is so controversial and it's so touchy, and we need to get past this. We need to get past this. It's time to get past this. We have to. In order to pull together as a race, as a human race, we have to get past this. Everybody. There's no room for this garbage anymore. We are so far advanced in our technology, in our robots, which is another thing we should talk about at another time. We're so far advanced in so many ways, yet we are still so ignorant when it comes to each other. And I don't understand how we can be so far ahead in some ways and so far behind in other ways. It doesn't make a lot of sense in my brain. I don't understand it. I love everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what culture you are. I love everybody. And I would do anything for anybody. If I saw somebody being harmed, I wouldn't stand by and watch, even if it meant my own detriment. And believe me, I've done that many times, got myself in a situation where something really bad could have happened to me because I put myself in a situation that I shouldn't have been in, but I couldn't stand there and watch something happen to somebody. I can't. None of us should be able to do that. We see so much bad crap on TV anymore, and it's fed in our brains constantly that we're kind of numb to it. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be numb to injustice. We shouldn't be numb to anything that harms anyone or anything. You know, the whole thing about if you can hurt an animal, you can hurt a person. Yeah, I believe that with all my heart. Absolutely. Serial killers started with animals and moved up to people. Yeah. So if you're capable of doing something really awful to a cat, I believe that you are somebody who could do something really awful to a human being. I do absolutely believe that with all my heart. And my doppelganger is one of those people who sacrifices animals, along with my ex and his coven. And see my voice, they don't want me to talk. And it's obvious by the numbers in my YouTube account that they really don't want me to talk. They really don't want me to get these messages out. They really don't want me to make any kind of a difference to anybody, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. And I want everybody to know that I mean absolutely no menace or any kind of hatred, absolutely not to anybody, because I love you all so very much. I want us to be able to come together as a race and fight this darkness, this evil, this child trafficking, human trafficking, witchcraft, occult garbage. Learn to fight against it, fight for each other, help each other. All right, well, I probably got off on some tangents and I probably started to say some things and then went somewhere else with it. So I'll rewatch this and realize that I probably didn't finish a sentence somewhere in here or two, but it is what it is. All right, y'all. Well, please love each other. Do something nice for somebody today just because you can. Okay? Love yourselves. Because until you can love yourself, you are not able to love somebody else. Truly love yourselves. And you know I love you. I'll catch you later.